Hello Aries, Ashley here. We're going to do your reading for May 2022. We're going to look at a strength, a challenge, and then the potential outcome. And this is just an overview of the entire month, so you can know what to expect. Looks like to me you're definitely you're working with some boundaries. You're trying to protect yourself in the nicest way. But it could be a little bit difficult for you. Perhaps you're setting these boundaries because people are disturbing your peace, because that is showing up as your challenge for the month. However, what I do like about this is that as a result, we have the shining through card. So you're definitely kind of taking a stance on something, and it's like it could be that people are having a whole new level of respect for you, or you're really standing out here, Aries. So obviously there's a lot that goes on in a full month, especially astrology wise. We're in eclipse season, so that's throwing some wrenches into things. We'll definitely do all the weekly updates this month and get more specific each week on what's happening, but you're welcome to check out your other placements to see what else might be coming up for you for the month of May. All right. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below, share to another Aries. And Two of Swords just popped out. Let's see what that's about. Might be feeling a little bit indecisive about things. I feel like you're kind of pushing yourself past your typical comfort zone when it comes to these boundaries. You might be taking a more aggressive stance than you're typically comfortable with. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Definitely not dealing with any BS. Alright, let's see what we get for Aries for the month. And if you've watched the monthly forecast before, you know that the strength and the challenge tend to go together, right? So when we clarify, we kind of tend to get a bigger picture once we clarify both rows. So we have the Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, the Tower, the Nine of Swords. So there's that struggle with peace. It looks like some sleepless nights, perhaps, stress, worries about something. And there's a new beginning coming in here. Fool, Ace of Wands. So that could be part of why it feels like maybe you're being launched into the future here. You have the Knight of Wands. The Devil. Yeah, look at all those fears coming up. Things not moving quickly enough for you this month, Aries. And Temperance. Yeah, waiting for something to arrive. But I also feel like this is all about you kind of mixing these boundaries, taking care of yourself, and incorporating what these fears are here. She's tempering. You can see the fire and the water that she's using to kind of create this plant that's growing here. So it's like the two kind of come together to bring about this new beginning here. Could be dealing with an Aries, Sagittarius. We've got a lot of fire here. We got some Capricorn and some Scorpio. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Who are you dealing with? Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Eight of Wands. So again, some Capricorn here. Male or female does not matter, but I feel like you're just like, is stuff gonna move forward here? What is going on? I don't know about, perhaps someone has been sort of feigning disinterest, whether that's you or someone else, but it's causing some stress. And it looks to me like somebody could be ignoring some communication. And the suspicion, or maybe fact, is that you're dealing with somebody that is, being sneaky. And is only giving you just enough to sort of keep you from completely cutting them off. All right, let's look at this. Get deeper into the story here. We have, as your strength for the month, setting boundaries, threshold protection, and honor. So some of you are definitely cutting some things out, putting people behind their side of that boundary. I'm curious about this Tower here. We have the Three of Wands, the Tower, and the Knight of Wands. So when we get the Knight of Wands, we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I definitely feel like you could be dealing with someone who's a bit of a player, right? Some immature energy here that you're dealing with. And this Tower kind of feels like you putting the kibosh on that behavior, or at least not accepting it into your experience here. Because it looks to me like you want something more. You want to see this expansion. You're ready for something better to arrive here with that Three of Wands. So let's clarify. Three of Wands. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, commitment. Something solid is what you're waiting for. The Tower. Interesting. I wonder. Let me not get ahead of myself here. Hold on. The Tower, we have the Queen of Cups. Oh. And the Four of Swords. With the Knight of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. So, just initially, and this is without looking at the challenge just yet, it looks to me like a lot of you are kind of setting this boundary that you're not going to tolerate just the sexy time player energy. You want to protect your heart. You want to find real, true connection here. And you want a connection that is going to be stable. And perhaps that's been the thing that's been seeming to take a long time to arrive for you. I do kind of feel like there's a chance for some of you, this kind of player energy that you're dealing with was at one point committed to you. Perhaps something fell apart in that connection, and now they're kind of dancing in and out of your life here. And I feel like you're trying to kind of, like you might have entertained that for a period of time, but I think what you've come to find is that it's actually not helping you to heal. It's not helping you to feel emotionally satisfied here. And I do feel like this breaking down of this connection was really painful, right? Maybe you didn't see it coming either. Maybe it just kind of blew up out of nowhere. But I do feel like this person tends to bring a lot of passion. So they're using, it's like some of these Knight of Wands people, depending on, take this as it resonates, but they might tend to use sex as a way to connect intimately. Like they're confusing intimacy with sex, right? I do feel that for those of you that are waiting for that higher level commitment, that higher love to show up, that is coming in. And that could very well be this Fool, Ace of Wands energy. You might not see this yet because it feels to me like at this time you're still trying to deal with the player from the past that's still kind of coming in and out of your experience. Now, some of you I want to mention here, if you're not dealing with someone just yet, if you're not dealing with anyone from the past, and you've been waiting for, your next love interest to arrive, I do feel like it's going to maybe startle you a little bit because I do see them coming in. It might actually be kind of uncomfortable, and that's why you're kind of setting boundaries. And I think it's uncomfortable because this person has so much passion and speed behind them. And I do feel like you're trying to set those boundaries to protect yourself because you have been through situations in the past that, you wound up getting hurt. So I feel like you're just trying to protect yourself from any toxic energy. And that doesn't necessarily mean that this person coming in is toxic. It just like, you just don't have that level of trust yet. So again, we have Taurus, Scorpio, strongly Pisces, Cancer, and some fire here. Let's look at this challenge. So the challenge is peace. It could be very difficult for you to find some peace this month. I do feel like someone here has been very slow to commit, or you're dealing with just having been waiting around for some sort of solid offer here. Now, for some of you, this could even be just related to finances, like hoping for a raise, hoping for a job offer, and it's really got you in your fears and worries. Let's clarify and see, who's this Knight of Pentacles? And the Knight of Pentacles is, Six of Pentacles. You're waiting for someone to direct their energy in your direction. You're waiting for someone to give to this and for it to be balanced. Again, this could be a raise. You're waiting maybe even for some money or a check to come in the mail. This could be causing some stress. Let's see. And the Queen of Wands. Could be a Leo that you're waiting on, or a fire sign here for sure. We've got plenty of fire coming in. Let me finish clarifying this row. Nine of Swords. Why are we so stressed? Ace of Pentacles, because you're waiting for that pentacle that Knight is carrying. You want this offer. And Two of Swords. And perhaps it's showing up here, right? I mean, there could even be more than one here. We've got two Knights, one of which is like coming in hot and heavy, and the other one's taken a real long time to get it together, right? Just keep in mind that the Knight of Pentacles, while slow, is a steady, solid offer, right? He's carrying that pentacle, and so it's something tangible. But there may be a decision here between two people. I want to get one more on that Two of Swords. Why? King of Swords. Perhaps having a hard time with clarity at this time. Or again, we're dealing with more than one individual. Who's the Devil here? The Seven of Cups. Difficulty deciding. Fear in making a choice. Could be very confused at this time. And Ten of Cups. So I do feel like some of you have a choice to make here when it comes to romantic interests. To me, it almost feels like the person that has been coming forward and has all this energy and has all this like passion and sexual magnetism here is there and is making these offers for you, but it's not the commitment level that you're seeking, or perhaps it feels like it's just a sexual connection that's not going to go anywhere. You know, perhaps that's what you're worried about. And I feel like the offer that you want, maybe there's a specific person that you have your eyes on. That offer, yeah, we're seeing the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you've been waiting for that one. And it's been so slow to show up that there's some stress around it. Perhaps you're feeling like that particular individual is being indecisive about you, and that's causing a lot of stress. There could be a fear here of missing out on that particular person if they don't move fast enough, if they don't move quickly enough. Maybe you feel like they are seeing other people. And so while this other offer is here, it's maybe not the thing you were hoping for, right? So I do see some struggle there. If this is about money, I do feel like you're waiting for perhaps a hiring manager or someone of that nature to see you as the best potential candidate and make that offer to you. And there could be some fears here around whether or not this is going to work out, right? So for some of you, that's the challenge for the month, is just kind of waiting to get that news. I do feel like offers are showing up though. So in that regard, let's look at this outcome and we'll kind of piece it all together. Now you are definitely showing up as like, you're standing out here. We have the shining through card, so I do feel like you are getting attention. You are getting the recognition that you're hoping for, whether it's from a romantic interest or from a potential career change here. We have the Fool, the Ace of Wands, and Temperance. So this new start that you've been waiting for is here. Let's get some more. What about the Fool? We have the Ten of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So the offer that you've been waiting for is coming in, and it's gonna finally allow you to release the burden of the weight. It feels like I do feel like it's been quite stressful. So whether it's been just sleepless nights because you don't know if you're making the right choice, or if someone's going to choose you, or perhaps financially it's been concerning having to wait for this. But it's coming in. Could be an Aries that you're dealing with, maybe even an Aquarius. With the Ace of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords. And we saw her at the bottom of the deck in Judgment. So see, this offer that's showing up from this Knight of Wands here with the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, I feel like you're cutting that out. I don't feel like you're going to accept that. So whoever you're dealing with here that seems very intense and passionate and seems to only want to bring a sexual vibe to your relationship, maybe they're in and out, maybe they're a player, maybe you just feel like they're interested in only one thing, right? I feel like you're getting rid of that. You're putting that boundary up, and you're deciding not to accept that wand. With Temperance, we have the Ace of Cups. So it's interesting because you know how at the beginning of the reading I was talking about her kind of mixing the water and fire here, and this small plant growing, and then we get the cup. Like this is something you've been manifesting, and by putting up boundaries against the things you don't want, right? And kind of working through these fears, you're actually getting the love offer, the cup that you're wanting. It's showing up because of that. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Love that. So while this looks like it can be a bit challenging, you're going to have to kind of set those boundaries and decide, I no longer accept this flighty energy as my reality. Like, it's off the table. It doesn't meet my list of requirements, however you want to look at it. And because of that, I mean, you're definitely stressing about having to make some of those choices. You might be feeling like, is it the right choice? Is the thing I want going to show up? Of course, we don't see it until it arrives. And then here it is. It's like as soon as you set that boundary, you make that choice, the offer you want comes in. So I like that a lot. It turns out quite nice. Yeah. 4 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Now some of you might be dealing with a move situation. We have the 8 of Wands, the Chariot. We've got the Tower here twice. So there could be a move involved here at 3 of Wands. So that could be contributing to some of this stress. It's like, which way do I go here? Because it's a big choice, right? So for some of you, that could be the case. All right, Aries, I hope that was helpful. Again, check out your other placements. But yeah, I guess for the month of May, set those boundaries, even if it's difficult, because it helps you to manifest the thing that you actually want. So see you next time. Bye.